success story begins with a vision. From vision to brand, the CEO's story. Hilda, Torres.
When I came from Mexico in 1992, my husband, he was working really hard to try to provide for his family the most that he can, but it was really tough. So we decided to come to Boston to give ourselves a chance to provide our kids with better opportunities in life.
The CEO's story.
When I became pregnant for my third child, I was really concerned about how we want to be able to afford the daycare. I already have one child in daycare and one child in school. So I started working in a daycare as a part-time. Yes, for me to have the opportunity to have a 20% discount on the tuition. What I never knew is that I'm gonna fall in love with these kids and then I'm gonna stay there.
The CEO's story.
One of the biggest challenge when I opened my business in Malden, it was to gain the trust of the Malden community. I have a clear vision of what I wanted to offer to the community, but people didn't believe that you can offer a high quality of service with a lower tuition. Gaining the trust, that was the biggest challenge that we faced.
The CEO's story.
The first daycare that I worked at, it was called My Little Best Friends. In that center, that's when I learned how to love other kids the same way that if they were mine. Stacy Gerska, the owner of that daycare, was also my mentor and my dear friend. And when I opened my business, I wanted to name this business after herself. When she came to see what I was able to accomplish, she was very proud of me, and that makes me really happy.
The CEO's story.
In our center, we celebrate diversity because we want all our families to feel identified with the community that they are. We feel like the kids, they learn more and better when they can see that there is people like them in the community where they are growing up. Working in the community is one of my biggest pride. I love to share my story, and I hope that by people listen to my story, they can see that there is always going to be obstacles in life. But we are here in America to make our dreams come true. And it doesn't matter how hard it is at the beginning, it always paid off. My Little Best Friend's success is the staff. Our teachers, they work really hard to try to provide high quality of environment to our families. They wanted to make sure that these kids feel loved and they learn at the same time that they are learning. Being recognized by the Immigration Learning Center and winning the neighborhood business entrepreneurship, that was one of the biggest accomplishments that we had. And this opportunity opened many doors for us, many doors for us to be able to broadcast what we offer in our center and to be able to bring more families into our facility.
The CEO's story.
The message that I wanted to give for the women in the community is to learn a lot, work hard, and never give up. There will always be challenges, but it's not about the challenge, it's how you overcome this challenge, what is gonna make you successful in life.
The CEO's story.
That was some of the beginning of the pictures. We start only with 3 students, and one of these 3 students, it was the son of one of my employees. And now we have 141. We have capacity for 141 students daily. This changing table, it has a beautiful story. When my son was little, they didn't want to accept him in any daycare because he was not potty trained. Even though that he was already 3.4, he cannot go to potty by himself. So I decided when I open my school, I will never turn down a child just because he's not potty trained. So that is the reason why even though in pre-K, we have a changing table in case that a child is not potty trained, we cannot turn them down.
The CEO's story.
I like to share my gratitude and appreciation to 701 Media Group for considering me for the CEO's Story Season 2. It is an honor to be part of this project and the highlights, the voices and experience of the entrepreneurs like me. Thank you.